everybody, I'm Yolanda, aka Creative Mommy of Two, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a kit up and chat. So the one I am kitting up is this beauty laying over here. This is Giant Hornet by the artist Jasmine Castillo, and it is from Distracted by Diamonds. Here is the full image. Going to do my best to show as much as possible, but yeah, knowing me, I will probably work on the edge here a little bit, but stay with me. We're going to kit up. I see that my storage will last me 58 minutes and a few seconds, so hopefully I will be done by then. If not, I need to pause the video, empty out my phone and everything. So yeah, this diamond painting, it's an older one. And it doesn't come with stickers or anything. So I have my trusty Xyron sticker maker here. So I am going to make some sticker labels. So I thought let's just take you along for the journey. I'm not entirely sure from when this diamond painting is, because I myself bought it in a D-stash. So I have no clue from when this one is, but it says here like licensing like 2021, so it's either like they licensed this kit then or the artist created it then. But yeah, however, I still have it in my stash for like already like I think by now 2 years. So yeah, it can be quite some time. So I'm just going to cut off, whoop, need to cut off some more. Almost also put on the like number of the 1 till 40. I always cut off because I only need the symbol and the DMC, because otherwise I know I will be looking wrong, especially if there are numbers. So I'm not going to even risk it, because for example here 38 is symbol number 5. Oh, wrong way around, because you're looking at it the same way as I am. So yeah, I'm not even going to risk it. Whoop. Cut wrong there. Come on. Where are you supposed to go? So I have here a strip now that has the symbol. Okay, and I'm back. That was Home Assistant telling me that the windows should be closed. So, sorry if that was very loud in your ears. I don't know how well the camera picked it up. But, as I was saying, I now have my strip of paper. I'm going to put it in here. And then from the bottom, pull it very gently. Hopefully pull it in a way that the paper doesn't move too much. And ends over the sticky. Whoo, saved by the end. That's the downside of keeping it whole, like it's ending up like on the edge, but so it works. So I just pressed it on a little bit firmer. And now I'm just going to, come on. If it wants to work along, I can peel off the plastic. There we go. And then I'm going to cut in between the spaces, so I have some space to pull off each sticker. So when I am going to kit up, I have the symbols ready to go. So yeah, how are you all doing? I hope you had a good week. My week was good, but I had my fill of certain things, like my social meter is overflowing. My, well, not really like anxiety, but like almost my BS meter, I almost want to say. But yeah, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. So if I'm a bit extra rambly or a bit cranky, can better say, then, well, yeah, I'm sorry for that, but yeah, can't help it really. Then I have my trusty little washi tape tray over here, so I can put my washi tape on my containers where I can put my stickers on, so I can easily remove them as well. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to sit down now, so if my camera shakes a bit, that's why. It stands on my table, but yeah, my table feels like it's kind of wobbly every now and then. So here are all the drills, and oof, there's a little smell coming off them. Yeah, so we have 40 colors, and these two are the special drills. So let's see, that's 11. Okay, this is the strip we need to begin with, because here we have number 1. So these will be going over here for a bit. I'm going to make some space where I can throw the trash to, which is always a good thing to have. I have the drills just laying in my lap, so that's a bit easier. And since I'm debating on whether or not this will fit, I'm first going to pour the drills in. And then I'm going to label, because they fit. So now I can just simply say like, okay, washi tape here. Grab the sticker, can rightly peel it off, and put it on there, and ta-da! So that's how I kit up. And yeah, that's basically about it. So yeah, obviously I'm not going to tell it again for every bag. But yeah, it's simple, pour, stick, and label. And yeah. Nothing too fancy. The containers I am using is the like Elizabeth Ward system, or lookalike, or however you want to call them. Most of them I think are from AliExpress. But yeah, so let's see, how many bags of 310 do I have? I have 7 of them. That's a decent amount. I am going to start with filling up just one container, and then in the end I will be seeing if I have enough space, which I think I will be, but I will just hold them off for now, and in the end, if I have enough space left over in the tray, then I will be putting them in a container as well. If I don't have the space, then I will just be putting them, well, off to the side, so I can refill them if necessary. And so I can put at least one more in there. So we'll see how far we get. These aren't really the big bags. Many times I can just put 3 bags in here instead of 5. Okay. That's at least 5. But yeah, as I said, like, how are you all? Let me know down in the comment section below the video. How are you all doing? What are you working on? Are you doing a diamond painting? Are you doing some other craft? Are you kitting up just like me? Or are you doing something completely else? Which is also totally fine, obviously. Yeah, obviously I'm kitting up today. That's kind of obvious, I guess. Because I am now finally close to finishing Dragon Prisoner, which I feel like I have been working on for like half a year. I think it's like about 2 months. But it also has like a lot of confetti. It does take a long time for me to work on it. I'm going to put it here because it's annoying me. But yeah, it's kind of a quote-unquote difficult kit to work on. And yeah, I've been having a lot of migraines the past weeks because my glasses. Thankfully now for like almost a month I already have my glasses, but like last week I had a lot of stuff to do, so I was way too tired to in the evening still diamond paint. So yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. Hey, I had a drill. It flew. There. Wanted to say like it flew somewhere, but I don't know where. But got it. But yeah, so let's just talk about what all happened in the week. So we spoke on Tuesday evening. It is now Tuesday morning, the week after. Kids are back to school now, so yay. Mommy has some quiet time now, which I really enjoy because I love my kids to pieces, but they're a bit much at times. Especially with them like in vacation having like been all over the place because they were basically so overstimulated and everything. So yeah, I'm a bit at the point like I'm beyond caring, almost want to say. But like I'm so tired at the moment. It's like, ugh, it's not fun anymore. And my brain is going 100 miles a minute. And yeah, so that feels a bit much. Even though I still feel like, why am I complaining? Because my week was kind of good. But yeah, if I start feeling down, then I feel like it's really hard to get out of that slump. If you know what I mean? It's like 100 good things can happen, but if like the one thing that like makes me tick happens, then yeah, it can take a long time for me to be like feeling better again. So yeah, that's the downside. But oh well, we'll just keep going. But yeah, so as I said, we spoke last week. On Wednesday, I went to our city center. I, for the first time in a couple of years, rode my bicycle, so yay! And I was kind of proud of myself because I didn't need to somewhere stop, like huff and puff a bit to get some breath back in my system. I was also able to bike like up until like up on our entire like little hill, which I was kind of proud of myself because yeah, I don't have the best what's the word, like endurance in the best of days. So I was kind of proud of myself that I was able to bike up that hill because it's something. It's not like a real tall hill or anything, so it's not that I'm like having anything to complain about, but like being used to everything being completely flat like most of the islands, biking here is kind of a different ballgame. I'm still not used to that. Yeah, I was able to go get some stuff for what we needed, have a little present for our son because the present we actually got for his birthday would have been delivered at my aunts and uncle's house, so that wouldn't be here like until the day after his birthday. So we ended up buying him a little something, so at least he had like something to, some like present for like on his actual birthday. And this is not fitting, so I'm going to need my trusty box of extra containers. And I need to have this size. So I always have an extra bin with like all the leftovers, because, well, I mix and match like a lot of these containers. Like, for example, I have them now here like this, and I'm just shoving it in. And I'm looking at like, okay, what do I need? Like, do I need more smaller ones, more bigger ones? So I'll basically do like a little bit of a mix and match to the kit itself. Like, what do I need? So not all the kits are like filled. Well, the trays aren't always filled, so I am able to still, well, work like this. But yeah, that also means that I have some loose stuff laying around. Oh, I had more of that color. Okay, there was a second strand with the same color on it, so I will be needing a bigger container. I need to search for one. Do I have one? Surely I should have something somewhere. There we go. So then we're going to just pour it over again. They had seen that this color was in the other strand as well, I obviously would have directly taken a big container. But yeah, again, we'll see how far we get with getting everything in here. Oh, come on. Oh, there were a few that flew away. Come on. Okay, nice. Last one will fit as well. Well, are you kidding me? It's one of those days. Everything will be going flying. Like, start typing your comments. Like, how many times do you think I will be spilling drills? And at the end of the WIP and Chat, like, tell you if you were correct or not and send the comment. Or you can also just say, like, I think it will be so many times, and then send a new comment, like, I was wrong or I was right. Because, yeah, I feel like it will be a day that I will be messing up a few times. So, yeah. Oh, well. Come on, in you go. Thankfully, so far, it's not too terribly static. Here and there a few, so that's always nice. It will go fine or not. Had the idea that I heard one, but I don't think so. But yeah, again, like as I was saying, so I went to the city center. It's not that long of a bike ride, so I was able to go. Since the car was in the garage, I wasn't even able to go with the car, even if I wanted to. But I'm also like, it would be good for me to bike a bit more so that I at least can get some, like, yeah, strength back. Will this fit if I fuss a little? Because use it a few times and it will fit anyway. Let's see. fits. Don't ask how, but it fits. Just like a cat. If it fits, it sits. But yeah, in the city center, it was really nice to have like some time like completely for myself. So I had some like alone time, like outside of the house. It was really nice because the kids were climbing up the wall a little bit. And yeah, husband had a week off, so yeah, I was able to do some stuff around everywhere and all. The kids were happy because I was able to get them some new like of these digging sets. So they were really happy because they love them. They haven't done them yet, but at least they like them. Yeah, on Wednesday for the rest, husband went to pick up the car when they called, so that was also like another not so fun thing, because yeah, that costs a lot of money, but at the same time I'm like rather now like €1,000 than like in a couple of months like a couple of €1,000, because something like just goes poof. Now we have a bigger problem, so yeah, I'm not really in the mood to basically get either a new engine or a new car. So let's just keep it at just replacing some parts before it goes poof. So for the rest, on Wednesday, daughter had her swimming lessons, which went well. She finally like dove a bit in the water, so that was nice. So she's slowly getting over her fears, which is always good. Husband and I, after that, had just a regular date night, watched Discovery of Witches some more. We've watched that multiple times past week, so we now are at season 3, I believe. I believe we're now started at like the first episode of season 3, maybe the second. Now we need to start. We either need to start watching the second or the third when we start watching again. Probably for me tomorrow. So today, if you watch the video directly when it goes up. Yeah, on Thursday morning, we needed to get out of bed a bit early because at like around 8, they would be here to change the fuse box. So we did that. They did that. Thankfully, the person was on time. I wasn't able to get my breakfast yet, so when they came, like they wanted to directly shut off the power, so like, could I please wait for like a minute so I can make myself some coffee? He was like, yeah, a minute, I can wait. Apparently, like the week before, he was somewhere and they knew they would change the fuse box, and apparently the lady of the house, I feel like it was a case of like the lights are on but nobody's home. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, but yeah, I would at least imagine so, that it is kind of expected that as soon as they come and change your fuse box, that they need to take all the electricity off. Well, apparently that woman didn't think about that, because she apparently just put on a load of laundry. I was like, no, that I did yesterday, and well, the rest will be whenever it will be. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure if you are changing the fuse box that you're not going to do that with like A, the old fuse is still on, and B, like with all the electricity still on, because I feel that might get a little bit toasty. But yeah, so he was like, yeah, a minute, I can wait. So I directly put on my coffee, and he was, then as soon as it was done, I was like, yeah, you can take it off again now, so thank you. And if he really didn't want to wait, I was still able to get like some coffee, because I have a few of these like sachets to make like iced coffee, so I still would have had something, but like in the morning waking up and warm cup of coffee is nice. So I had my breakfast. After that, I loaded up the car because we only had like our daughter's seat in the car because of the swimming lessons. The rest was still out there because the car was in the garage. And I wanted to go to the like our local recycling center so that I was able to like get rid of some stuff because we were like debating on celebrating our son's birthday outside. So yeah, I was like, I'm going to be smart this time and like make sure that as much as I can is already gone, so that I'm not fussing with everything like laying around, and also like every now and then it's just necessary to clean up around the house every now and then. So I did that. Thankfully it was open earlier as I expected. I thought it was open like at 10, but they opened at 9:30, so that was nice. So I had some extra time to deal with that. Wrong one. I need the big container again because I have 4 of these. So yeah. Yeah, thankfully also like by the time I got back from the recycling center, like the person that was working on the fuse boxes was already done, so that was nice. We by that time like went to clean up like a little bit of stuff after that, and after that we ended up going to the zoo again. So the kids and I now have our like money's worth out of that year tickets like already after like 2 months, 3 months, something like that. And my husband just needs to go one more time in this year and he will have his money's worth out of it. So that is nice. But yeah, it was really nice weather. So like, it's nice to have a walk. Like a lot of people were having the same thoughts. We were there a bit later than what we normally do. Normally we are almost there like at opening. But this time we didn't. Because yeah, they open at like 10, I believe. And we were there like a little before lunch. So we walked around a bit, ended up having lunch there. Okay, so that was also nice. We just like, okay, it's like a special day already because we basically went there to like celebrate the birthdays. Because my husband and my son's birthday was on Friday. So we went there for like a little fun outing for the birthday. And there went a drill flying. Oh, there it is. If I'm always like, if I find it soon enough, I will pick it up. Otherwise, well, tough luck. But yeah, so we went there. We had a little book with us so our daughter could do her reading challenge, like reading in front of animals. So she had a few monkeys and everything. So that was fun. Afterwards, we actually wanted to get an ice cream there, but it was at the place we wanted to go like so busy that we're like, okay, we're not going to fuss with it. We come next to a McDonald's when we get back home. So we're just going to get one there. So the kids loved that we had an extra pause in between because it was hot that day. It was really hot. It was not that terribly fun, but thankfully in the zoo there was a lot of shade. So yeah, that's a good thing. But it was also like kind of busy. Not a lot of animals were like really loving the weather as well. But we're like, yeah, we are able to go like for all we care, like every day. So we were like, let's just see like what animals love this weather, which ones don't, and everything. So we have a few animals that we're like, okay, pretty sure that these are loving the weather. And we had quite a decent amount that were like, most likely they are not the biggest fans, or they are just lazy from themselves. Yeah, after we were done there and had our ice cream, we went back home, had a little bit of a break, and after that did go, well, not go, but we put on the barbecue, so we did some barbecuing in the evening as dinner. So that was nice as well. Okay, take that one here. On Friday, I baked cupcakes with our son, like 2 batches. He wanted to help with. The rest he was like, yeah, I'm done with it. But I'm like, yeah, fine. Like, you can help me like as long as you want. If you don't want to, you can just go and play. Fine by me. So at a certain point he went to play, but at least he helped with like half of them. We ended up, after I baked everything, we ended up going to a city close to us. Because my husband found a recipe for a cupcake with a latte macchiato flavor. We had like basically everything except like the latte macchiato like stick of powder stuff. And I wanted to decorate a cupcake a certain way, so I still needed to have a piping tip. So I was like, you know what, we can just go there and see if we have some books and everything, and at least make like do something fun outside of the house on birthdays. So we did that. Ended up buying some snacks there and have like in the shade of a tree sitting and eating the snacks. We bought a book so we could also do the reading challenge for our daughter there. Because one of them was like reading under a tree. But downside, probably either around that tree of like even still in the store where I bought it, I most likely lost the piping tip I bought. So I was a little bit frustrated with myself when I, in the evening, went to decorate the cupcakes. Because my husband had his D&D like evening, because yeah, it was like, otherwise he would be on his birthday itself, like still needing to like take a shower, because one of the people he plays, well, the person he plays at, she is allergic to cats, and we have 2 cats, so it's like, yeah, I'm not going to go there without like showering first, so at least it's like as little possible chance that she would react to it and everything. Yeah, he isn't going to go like when the party's still going and there's still people here, so they ended up moving it. Also, like next time it's also on a Friday instead of the Saturday that they normally do, so it's not like the only time that happens. Ooh, does it fit in here? We'll see. It either just fits or just not fit. And again, another spill. Ha! It fits. Don't ask how, but it fits. But yeah, so I was starting to decorate the cupcakes. I started with one, like the green tea cupcake that our son wanted the most. And I wanted to grab the piping tip because it's a green topping. So I wanted to make it like as grass, and then do some, like I have some of these like red and white mushrooms. So I thought like that would be a cute way to decorate. For our daughter, I would be able to just make some like leaves and just pipe on some flowers or something. But yeah, for our son, I think that would be too girly. So it didn't work along with me, so I just took that to the side and was like, frustrated with myself quite a lot, actually. Just for the simple fact that I lost that thing. I was like, are you flipping kidding me? But yeah, at least I made it work. I got the topping on, like, I ended up doing that in the morning so I could, like, decide with my husband, like, okay, what are we going to do with this? Ended up just putting some, like, sprinkles on top, like, in pirate themed, so. He still had fun cupcakes. But yeah, I was, like, frustrated with myself. Like, are you fucking kidding me? So yeah, the next time I go there, I need to buy it, like, again. Oh well. Our daughter was also saying, like, when we were at the baking shop, we were like, okay, do you think already, like, if there's something, like, you want for your birthday? Because if you also want, like, cupcakes or something, like, I need to know. Because if you have flavors that you want that I need to try, yeah, it's nice if I know that, like, a month in advance and not, like, a week in advance. Because, yeah, just she was saying that she wanted, like, some cakes and everything. But yeah, she wanted, like, a lot of flavors. So we're like, okay, we need to find, like, a way to make some mini cakes or, like, make some, like, I don't know if it's, like, pies or cake or whatever you want to say it. But, like, she wanted something with strawberry. She wanted vanilla. She wanted chocolate. She wanted this. She wanted that. So we're like, okay, we are needing to see, like, what can we do? Like, maybe make it, like, a little bit of, like, these bite-sized things or, like, however. So we're like, okay, we're going to think about it and see what we can come up with to, like, make sure you have what you want, but also, like, not having to waste, like, a lot, because if nobody tastes, like, half of it, like, I can't throw out, like, a lot. Also, for the cupcakes, there was a lot eaten. Actually, we were surprised by the amount that got eaten, but still at the same time we're like, we still had a lot left over, so yeah. Oh well. Let's see, how am I time-wise? Oh, that's okay. Just double checking, but it's okay. So on Saturday we had, like, the actual birthday party. So son had a good time, but at a certain point he was just a little bit overstimulated, so he was like, okay, basically he was like, I'm done. So at a certain point he just went upstairs. His grandma always bakes, like, a birthday cake kind of thing, like, in a theme and everything, and it's like singing happy birthday and blowing out the candles and the whole shebang. He wanted to blow out the candles, but nobody was allowed to sing except for my husband. He needed to whisper sing happy birthday. So we're like, yeah, if that's what you want to do, like, we'll do that. Because, like, we at times, like, not, like, fear, because, like, he is how he is, but we have the suspicion that he also is, like, neurodivergent or something. Because also, like, in school they have told us, like, multiple times, like, it's obvious they are brother and sister, because for many things they react the exact same way. And we're like, yeah, we are already, quote unquote, fearing that. It's not that we fear it, like, yeah. That's Home Assistant again. It's saying, like, we need to close the blinds because the sun is shining bright. Today is the day of interruptions, I think. Like, are we going to get, like, somebody at the door, like, ringing the doorbell for something or so? Because, yeah, that would be, like, the whole thing completed. But oh well. We'll see. Just 3 more colors, and then we're done. But yeah, so at a certain point he was, like, a little bit overstimulated, and, like, it was also, like, at a point where, like, everybody was here. So at a certain point he was also, like, playing in the hallway and everything, and we're like, fine, rather have you, like, going back a little bit and being like, okay, this is too much, then, like, being there and just at a certain point, like, being so overstimulated that he, like, totally, like, quote unquote explodes. So, like, I know what I rather would have, so yeah, we're not mad like at all. We know he gets overstimulated somewhat easy, so yeah. But as soon as a couple of people left, he was back to his happy bouncy self again, so that was nice as well. Yeah, he got a big garage for his birthday from my parents, which he actually went to pick out with us a couple of weeks back. He had some cars. Sadly, even though they are the same brand, a few of the cars didn't fit, which was kind of a disappointing thing, but oh well, can't help it. But yeah, it was a bit annoying. But yeah, it was kind of big, and he is still sleeping in the hallway. So on Sunday, we ended up moving some stuff around, also like with his sister's room and everything. And that's everything done. But I'm still going to just put this one here because I now have a nice row of like 3 of these containers. So I'm just going to put this one here and move this around a bit. But yeah, so we changed some stuff around so that like he could have like that garage in his room. He was happy with that, so that was nice. Huh. And the ABs have their own row. Nice. And this is how this tray turned out. So all the leftovers that I have that came from this tray will go in the bin with like my leftover containers. So yeah, that's how I kit up a kit. But I'm just going to sit back and ramble along a bit for like the rest. So yeah, you don't see much movement, but at least you'll see something. Because yeah, this is a time-lapse project, and I'm not going to start that one like when I'm doing a WIP and Chat video. And I'm also not going to go to the basement, take everything out, and move everything along just for like a bit more like rambling, basically. So we're just going to sit here and relax and talk to you guys. But yeah, so as I said, like we moved stuff around. We were able to fit the garage in his room. Like we had a kitchen, like a play kitchen at our daughter's room that they already kind of demolished like a while ago already. So we took that out. So like a cabinet that was in his room, we put it to her room. We also tried to fix the door that she has in her room, but that didn't work along. So yeah, it was a whole lot of something. Like husband spent a lot of time for it not to be fixed in the end, so that was kind of frustrating. But at least we tried, so that's something. If you don't try, it for sure doesn't work. So we most likely will need to change the entire door. So that will also be more work than we actually wanted it to be. Then on Monday, so yesterday for me, we actually went to a garden center, got some new plants for indoors because we had a few that were basically just done for. So I was also able to like get some new flower pots, and instead of like putting them in like full on earth, we are just going to put them like keep them in the jars that you buy them, so we can just put them in like the sink filled with water so they can just soak up whatever they need. So that will probably be a bit better than just basically drowning them every now and then. So we'll see if that works. That's like why we don't buy like really expensive plants, so that at least like if it dies, it's not like €100 down the drain. We have sunflowers that are, plants that are like in here for like a long time, and some we have that are like gone without like even blinking at them. But yeah, we now had some new plants for on our windowsill at the front of the house, because there we had some plants that were just basically like done for, like they outgrew everything, like they were like almost falling over and you couldn't even keep them straight anymore. So we're like, okay, we're just going to throw them out and see. We were also able to get some pillows for like our seating area outside. So that was nice. Also some new lighting and some containers. And we did see a system that at least I absolutely love for the attic. So we would actually buy that this weekend, and hopefully would be able to also have everything in by the weekend. But this morning my husband came like, okay, I don't we're not going to get that system because of this and that reason. Like we have some other things that we need to do there, and I can't put it in there because it's basically like a plastic plate that you put to the walls. So it's like, yeah, we're not going to do that because so and so. So I was basically like, are you flipping kidding me? It's already a 7-year project, no, a 5-6 year project almost. Now you're coming with a way that was actually, yeah, it was the plan like all along to have like these wooden beams that would slot together. But that is like a lot of work, and I also need like a lot of painting after that. And now we saw these plates that will just screw in place and be done with them. So I was so happy that hopefully like past the weekend we could be continuing with that space. But yeah, that's not going to happen. So most likely over a year I'm still frustrated with the attic because it still wouldn't be done. And that's so big of a frustration factor for me. Yes, I know my husband works full time, so he will not be working on the attic like every week, well, every weekend. But at the same time, I'm like, if you don't even order it, we can't even do something. So yeah, I get frustrated with that like quite a lot. So that is, I think, like a main part of my being like, ah! At this point in time, because I'm basically like, I'm waiting like what feels like forever for it to be done without it being able to be done. But yeah, it's at the same time like, breathe in, breathe out. I know he can't help it, but at the same time, if he doesn't order the stuff, we can't work on it like even once a month. Because it was actually the planning that he already would have ordered the wood like a month ago, so that we would have been able to work on that like last week. Guess what? It isn't even ordered yet. I don't even know if he even knows where he wants to order it yet. So yeah, to say that I'm frustrated is like an understatement. But yeah, I'm just trying to keep calm and keep going and do my own stuff I need to do around the house. So that's also what I'm going to do, because it's like almost lunchtime. I have like a half an hour, 3/4 of an hour to go before it's time for me to take my lunch, even though if I am a little bit later, that's not too much of a fuss, but I like to have a certain like rhythm in everything, because yeah, I just like having everything in set routines, set places and everything. I have a feeling that I'm also like a little bit neurodivergent, but I'm not even going to bother to have it tested, because why? I can live with myself, so yeah, whoever can, well, tough luck. But yeah, so I am going to do that. Also, like my camera doesn't even have 10 minutes left of battery, full battery of filming time, so I'm also going to move everything over to my laptop, edit this video, make sure it's uploaded, and do all the stuff I still need to do, so that everything is still done for you in time. So with this all being said, I'm going to leave it at this, clean up my mess, do my household work and everything, and by the time I'm done, it's probably also time for me to pick up the kids again. So, yay! But yeah, I hope you all had a have a wonderful rest of your day or night. As always, I hope you liked the video. If you did, well, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you haven't already and you're still here, you might enjoy the rambles I give you. If you are already subscribed, you are still welcome to give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed and you don't want to, you can also give the video a thumbs up so YouTube knows that people like the video, so most likely it will send it to more people to see, and all the fun YouTubey stuff, because yeah, YouTube is a whole thing on its own. And trying to understand it is like a full-time job, so I'm not going to even bother with it. But yeah, all the interactions with the channel just help. That's as far as I can go. But yeah, with that being said, well, if you like the video, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and all the fun YouTubey stuff. Leave a comment with everything you want to tell me, ask me, or just want to let me know you watched the video. Maybe then please leave like a bee or something in case of this big bee, wasp, whatever it exactly is, like a giant hornet, I guess, since that's the name. But yeah, I'm really gonna leave now. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night, and I hope to see you in a next video. Bye!